Hey everyone, I'm Michael Majors.
And I'm Todd Anderson.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. Hey everyone, this week on the Versus series, we're bringing some variety to you guys in preparation of the SG Open in Baltimore, which is excitingly team constructed.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Me, Michael Majors, and Tom Ross are going to be paired up.
Yeah.
We haven't really figured out who's going to be playing what yet, but I'm assuming that Michael's probably going to be playing Standard since you just came back from the Pro Tour.
Man, I was told otherwise. I thought I was going to have to play Legacy.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, we might make you play Legacy because me and Tom don't want to.
That's fair. I'm easy. But yeah, I just came back from the Pro Tour. Today I'm going to be playing the Jeskai control deck, the exact 75 that I registered for that tournament. Tournament itself went decent-ish. I did pretty well in Standard, so I like the deck well enough. And I think it's a fine choice moving forward.
Sure. I'm going to be playing Martin Juza's Jun Energy aggro deck. This deck looks a little bit like the deck Joe Lissette played when he won the SCG Players Championship back in December, but we don't have the combo. You know, we don't have Pummeler plus a bunch of pump spells. Instead, we're playing a much more fair game. You know, we have things like Scrap Heap Scrounger, or even Heart of Kieran. It looks a lot more like a normal aggro deck, but it has an energy sub-theme. I like the deck a lot when I saw it being played out. It has really powerful removal spells and very tough to deal with creatures sometimes. And overall, it just looked like a really good deck.
Yeah, I think Greenbelt Rampager is what let it kind of go over the top as a normal beatdown deck instead of a combo deck.
Yeah, I mean, at the very worst, it's a 3-mana 3/4, which is not that bad.
Right.
But for the most part, you know, you're going to be using it to charge up all of your other energy-based things. You know, your Long Tusk Cubs, your Voltaic Brawlers, and even sometimes Harness Lightning.
Yep, card's sweet. Martin Juza top 8 of the Pro Tour with it, so obviously it's got some legs. So yeah, I think this is a pretty normal matchup in Standard moving forward than you're going to see in Baltimore. So let's get to it.
All right. Booker, see who goes first?
Let's do it. Come on, baby.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, I got some pair twos.
I got trips.
All right.
All right, I'll go
I don't
first.
think I've beaten you yet in the freaking poker game.
I don't know if that's true. I feel like I lose a lot, but maybe that's just everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, you're like 50-50, but all your wins are against me.
Yeah. Here for game one. Hand needs a little help. Obviously Mana Light, but I think it is a keep.
All right, we have an odd choice here. We can lead with Cinderglade and just play Voltaic Brawler on turn 2, or we can just cast Greenbelt Rampager into Greenbelt Rampager and then Cinderglade on 3. That doesn't sound that bad. Okay, well, I'm going to keep it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, and I lost a die roll, so we'll see what I draw. Might change things.
Yeah, I feel like sequencing with the Rampager is pretty difficult.
All right, now that I know he's playing that, I want to get this 3/4 into play as quickly as possible, so we're just going to bounce this.
That was not a good draw. Your turn.
Ooh, Ether Hub.
That was an ugly one.
All right, we're not going to play the Ether Hub right this sec, so we're just going to play Rampager. And cast it again. Your turn. 3-mana, 3/4.
Not sure what I'm supposed to do here.
Probably kill it. Not have access to blue mana for the rest of the game.
That is entirely possible. Yeah. Well, go.
Oh, you got a little. Got a little blue mana.
Got a little blue mana.
All right. All right, we'll play a Voltaic Brawler trigger.
Yep.
All right, so we get 2. Then we'll play another Greenbelt Rampager.
Yep.
All right, go.
Go.
Uh-oh. Michael. You in trouble, dog.
Yeah, I am.
All right, we'll get an energy. Play Voltaic Brawler.
Yep.
Go up to 3. Declare text. Trigger this.
Yep.
All right, pump it. You take 7.
13.
I don't know how much I want to extend anymore. Basically, if he plays a Radiant Flames or something, it's going to be pretty bad for us. But I do want to try to just kill him next turn. Right now we only have 11. So we'll try. Radiant Flames?
I don't think it's possible to win this game. 3, 6, 9, 12. Pump once. Yep. Q field a Volte Brawler. Go.
Alright, well, we're too short of being able to kill him. So we'll just put him at 2.
Yep.
Hope we don't get fumigated. Go.
Spoiler alert, you won't.
Oh, tight.
Alright, I'm dead. Alright, back here for game 2. Hand looks a little bit more stable than last hand, so I'm happy to keep it.
Got a little game going in. My hand is okay for this matchup, but any hand with a bunch of removal spells is generally kind of bad against control, but it's fine.
Go.
At least they're not shocks. Go.
Worst part about this deck is it's just like mono Temple of Tilts. Go.
Well, you build it. You know you could just play fewer copies of Port Town.
But your mana doesn't work. It's just... I don't know, man.
So we can play Attune into Forest into Rampager and just go ahead and use our mana a little more efficiently than... I mean, we kind of want to get a mountain with it, though, for later on. So maybe we should just play a Long Tusk Cub. Yeah, that sounds stupid. Alright, we're going to get a Forest and play this.
Okay.
Go.
Alright, that was a good draw. Go ahead.
Alright, battle.
Yep.
Alright. Guess I'll try this thing.
You have no energy, right?
Correct. I
Okay.
ran it all last turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Try to be a little coy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, go. What? Maybe you'll disallow my Greenbelt Rampager so I don't get energy and don't put another 3
No,
for
man, I feel you. I feel you. I respect the play. I think taking this has the best chance of like unlocking our hand to not play a bunch of tap lands. But it's possible we're supposed to take this one just because the utility of that is pretty powerful and might be relevant at some point. But if we draw like Glimmer specifically, I'm gonna really regret not taking the planes. I think it's very close. I'm gonna take the Fumarole. I could be wrong. And I'm gonna shock your cub. Okay. Go.
Oh, you drew Glimmer.
14.
Yeah. It's not great. Wanted to land there.
Counter.
Your turn.
Yeah, that's fortunate-ish. Go.
Drew the island, huh?
I just want to fire this up. I kind of want to be somebody. I think this is the turn I want to be somebody. But if this fails, then we're in really bad shape. So I'm going to take it.
Like, man, what's going on over there? You're just thinking about... Alright, cast that.
Yep.
Alright, cast it again.
Yep.
Go. Don't fumigate me.
Oh, I just peeled Fumigate.
Ah. God, let me get a land.
13.
Let me get a mountain.
Go.
Mountain.
Don't chandra me.
Can't cast a spell. Go.
Alright. Clearly this is a format of perfect mana bases. Go. I'm going to go ahead and allow Todd to disintegrate this so I can cash in my Anticipate. A whole lot of nothing. That's cool. So the really bad thing about this deck is that you desperately need to draw Glimmer basically every game. Alright. Well. Guess we're doing this.
Oh, man. 16.
For you. Go.
Got me. Alright, so our big threats here do get hit by negates. Fumarole can also put a reasonable amount of pressure on Chandra, but can't quite kill it by itself. I'm assuming that the only reason he would attack with Fumarole there is because he had negate, so I kind of want to actually play Scrap Heap Scrounger here instead. Just so he can force his hand. He might just have a Harness Lightning or a removal spell, though. But Harness Lightning is not very good against Scrounger when I have all this stuff. Alright. I'll just play Scrounger.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Go.
Battle.
I accept.
Right here, 10.
Yep.
Alright, sure.
Yep, I'll disallow it.
That's big. Alright.
And I can deal 9 to Todd next turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and lightning this. Go up to 2 energy. Thank you.
I got you, fam. Alright, I'm at 7.
Go. It's my glorified Delver deck here.
Alright, go.
For what it's worth, I am very happy I took the funeral.
Alright, upkeep, try to kill him.
Alright.
Excuse me. Yep. Yep. Take 2. Alright, shock 1. Take 4. I'm at 3. Well, you gotta say it. I can't just shock it.
Go.
Alright. Go. Pretty sure I have no energy.
Let's see. Do I just have it all? Yeah, I just have it all. Alright, shock.
Okay.
Attack.
Try to harness it.
Yep.
Fine. Fine. All right, so we're here for sideboarding, and for the most part, you want to try to get a few removal spells out of your deck if you know your opponent's not playing the Jeskai Healy combo. If they're just playing the control version, like they have Dynavolt Tower and such, stuff like Shock, Harness Lightning is not going to do a whole lot. Now, we do have some targets with Wander Ephemeral and sometimes Needle Spires, but it's not good enough to keep in the deck. Unlicensed Integration, however, I think is good enough to keep in the deck because at some points it can actually deal 3 points of damage to the opponent, and sometimes you absolutely have to get Torrential Gearhulk off the battlefield for you to be able to keep attacking, whereas Harness Lightning and Shock don't necessarily do that ever. Rishkar is pretty bad in control matchups. Overextending in general is kind of bad. You want your creatures to be pretty solid threats on their own. So the mana ability is not all that great. There's only one copy in the deck anyway. I like to cut Rishkar a lot in post-board games when my deck gets a little bit slower with Tireless Trackers and Planeswalkers and such. Even though we can ramp into Nissa, we don't usually want to. We usually want to put enough creatures on the board where the opponent has to play like a sweeper effect, and then we land like a Nissa or a Chandra and use that to leverage some card advantage.
Yeah, over on my side, pretty much in every single matchup with the way this Jeskai control deck is configured, we want to turn into a much leaner deck, kind of like a Delver reminiscent with Thing of the Ice, Dragon Master Outcast, and cheap counter magic. In this matchup in particular, it's a little strange because of the presence of like Greenpelt Rampager, which normally I would be less interested in, like, I don't know, like Fumigate and Quarantine Field. I am boarding out the Quarantine Field. I am keeping in 1 Fumigate just because I'm kind of afraid of the Elephant, the 3/4. It's not a lot of my removal lines up well. I'm also boarding out all my Dynavolt Towers, where normally I would probably keep in somewhere between 1 and 2. Thankfully, Thing in the Ice can D up on that card pretty well. And then basically we're just kind of making a plan of get on the battlefield early with something like Thing in the Ice, and then protect it with counter spells and try to stay ahead that way. We can still also play a longer Gearhulk game, but I am cutting a copy because it is pretty slow, and drawing multiples can lead to points where it's getting snowballed out. I'm definitely going to remain flexible. I could see cutting more disallows, having either a plus or minus another Dragon Master, and having another Fumigate in my deck. So I'm probably going to be changing my configuration over the course of the games.
Sure. All right, we're here for game 3. I'm going to be on the play after losing last game. This hand is pretty reasonable. We would like to draw something to cast on turn 3 to kind of even out our curve, but for the most part, this hand's fine.
I like this hand a lot. We are mana light, but we have a lot of cheap stuff, so I think we'll be okay.
All right, go.
I hate you. I hate this card so much. Why did I keep them in?
All right, and get 2 energy.
Yep. Actually, quite a bit of a crossroads already. If we just deploy this, it is possible we can get too far behind on board for it to do anything too impactful. But if we don't play it this turn, I don't know what turn it's actually going to be a good time for us to play it. We can basically just try to clear the board as Todd plays creatures. This is tough. Yeah, I think it's just better for us to remain reactive this turn.
Alright, attack.
Sure.
Let me figure out if I actually need the energy. The odds of my creature surviving is very low. If I draw something like Long Tusk Cub, I want to try to make it a real threat. I'm just going to deal 3.
Alright, I will go ahead and take this opportunity to glare.
Go.
Okay, I'm going to just say go. I think a lot of people get too scared of their opponents drawing an extra card or two, but with this control deck in particular, you just can't let your opponent just have free reign, especially on their turn 4, turn 5.
Attack.
Yep, no blocks.
Yeah, sure. 17.
17.
I'm going to let him counter it. That's fine. We want to try to use our mana as efficiently as possible. He has a lot of stuff that he can play at instant speed, so me letting him do that and not spending his counter spells, I think, is not the best.
Now we're in a tough spot. I think we just have to dig for a land drop. So, anticipate. That sucks.
Hope he doesn't have Shock or Harness Lightning off the land.
Yep. I might just lose the game on the spot here. But go.
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about potentially cutting and anticipate for a land, simply because you anticipate for a land almost half the time or so, or at least that's my experience. Alright, so we'll do this, do this, do this.
Yep.
And the land I care at least about, Ether Hub, attack for
8.
8.
I'm at 9.
Alright, your turn.
Alright. It's possible the way this game played out, we just had to play this on turn 2. It's hard to say. Lightning, your tracker. Trigger this. Go.
You
I get 1 energy.
left over.
Yep.
Alright. Well, what do we do now? Well, we can get back Chandra and Minus, which is kind of tight.
Yeah, it's not bad. Probably can't beat that.
Alright, well. Play this on D.
Yep.
And say go.
Alright, untapped land was a route there. I'm gonna activate my Fumarole. Oh no, I can't count. No.
Yeah, you're 1 short.
I'm 1 short. Oh, go.
Draw. Tick up, reveal. I'll cast it.
Yes.
Nice. This comes into play. Drain 2 energy.
Yep.
Clear attacks.
Yep.
Attack for 9.
Lightning your heart.
Lightning my heart. Brutal. Alright. So you take 5.
Yep, no,
put
4.
you at 4. Alright, go.
Glimmer.
Yep.
Don't have time for this, of course. We're just gonna bottom. Row. 2 energy. Yeah, I think we're just gonna end up a mana short again, no matter what. So if I kill Nissa, I'm just DOB to these. I can... I guess this is the only thing I can do. Go.
Alright, untap. I guess no, we'll crack some clues. I'm stupid. Oh, we'll crack at least one.
Sure.
This was tapped. Alright, that's pretty good.
Yeah, leaving a clue in play actually has some value. Setting up Disintegration against Gearhulk.
Yeah. Float a green. Target this.
Yep. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna disallow that.
Okay, so this is still tapped and not a creature.
And you have a green floating.
Alright, took up reveal.
Yep.
You go to
2.
oh, use the one floating. Play this trigger.
Yep, smushed by race cars. Alright, back here for game 4. Yeah, kind of the same as the rest of our hands. Like, I have some decent early plays, gonna need some lands. Hopefully we don't get run over.
Yep, this hand is okay. Heart of Kieran is looking to do a lot of work here. If not, we're going to be relying on these green belts to do the brunt of the work. Or, you know, we can draw some stuff. Unfortunately, we only have one source of red, so we can't quite cast like Chandra or anything if we draw it. So. Okay. 2 energy, you get a mountain.
Yep. Go.
Alright. Draw. Alright, now, even though we've shown him the mountain, because we have Greenbelt Rampagers, plural, I think we want to get as many green sources into play as possible. At the very least, next turn we can play our mountain and it won't really change much.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to negate that.
Right, your turn.
Alright, good draw. Deck's cooperating. Your turn.
Alright. Well,
Yep.
wish it was Void Shatter, huh?
I mean, I can still just counter this.
Sure. Go.
Anticipate.
Yeah, just wish it was land, huh?
Every time. Go.
Alright. What are we going to do now? Well, that's pretty good. Attack.
17.
Try to play a tracker.
Yep.
Land trigger clue. Cast Rampager.
Jeez, it just coming into play?
Yeah.
That's brutal. Alright.
Boink.
Go.
Alright. 1 energy. Try this. Hope we don't get negated. Man, that's tilt. Alright, deal 3 to you. Here, 14?
Yep.
Your turn.
Glimmer, trigger. Probably just keep both of these. Go. Chandra would suck.
Alright, draw a card off the clue.
Yep.
Yep.
11.
11. Go.
Yep.
I'm probably going to get it all bounced and smush for 7. And then we're never going to be able to kill Thing in the Ice unless we draw Unlicensed Integration.
I'm at 11, right?
Yep. I'm at 20, I think.
I mean, I guess we're just supposed to take this. Maybe not. It's actually really close, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Go.
Alright, draw.
Yep.
Attack.
Walk.
Okay.
Maybe it's actually a reasonable consideration to block here. Deny the energy. But maybe my life total is just too important at this point. I guess I can just block this next turn if I really want to, so I'll block.
Okay.
I'm at 6.
Yeah. Go.
Might have to be blocking with some fumaroles here in a minute. Guess that will suffice. Go.
Man, all right. Attack.
Yeah, whatever. Glare something. Trigger.
Right, bounce all these back. Alright, so that one flips. Play this.
Yep.
Put a counter.
Yep.
Play this.
Yep.
Play this. Go 2, bounce this, remove 2, put a counter. Get an energy. Play this.
Sure.
Go. Hopefully at some point we can get our long tusk cub to 8 power.
You have 2 cards or 1?
Just the 1.
Okay. Go.
Could also just get countered, but. Alright, it is.
Yep.
Alright, 2. Pump.
Yep.
Play this.
Mm-hmm.
Play it again.
Mm-hmm.
Pump.
Mm-hmm.
Play this.
Yep.
Pump.
Yep.
Play this. Go.
So close. Trigger. Take this one. Bottom the other one.
Excuse me. Yeah, I can't win anymore. Do all this fancy stuff and then glimmer. Alright, Dad.
Yeah, pretty much. Go.
Yeah, the joke is he probably has like Dispel and like a glare, or at the very least like Gear Hulk for glare, so alright, whatever. I'm gonna keep making my creature big.
Yep.
Maybe I can draw a spell that'll force him to play a counter spell or a Gear Hulk or something, and then that in turn will maybe let me attack with Cub. Or he's just gonna flip thing in the ice and then I die, so whatever. Bump.
Yep.
1 energy, 2 energy, bump.
Yep.
1 energy, 2 energy, attack. Yeah, just that, whatever.
Yep. Glare it.
Cool. There you go.
Go.
Put it.
Yep.
Put this.
Alright, negate. Yep.
Your turn.
So you just have Rampager in here?
And a brawler.
And a Brawler. Alright.
Yep, I'm at 6.
Yep. Go.
Yes, 2 fumaroles. Maybe we can just peel an unlicensed integration and he doesn't have anything.
Is there out?
Alright, attack.
Block.
No, we peeled in license integration.
Really?
Do you have something?
Yeah.
Ah! All right. Well, we're still not technically dead, so
Yeah.
you're still killing that.
Sure.
So you go to 3.
Sure.
Yeah, you haven't blocked yet. You still have to deal with this.
Hmm?
All right. I attack with these. You animated this before blocks. I kill it,
Yeah.
and you go to 3.
Okay. Well, no, you shouldn't do that, because then I can just animate my other one, assuming I tap correctly.
Well,
I guess that doesn't matter. No, that
no,
doesn't
you're
matter.
still
That doesn't
dead.
matter. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, you have to have like that and a shock.
Yeah, so harness lightning the thing.
All right. So you're at 3.
Yep.
And now you have to deal with this. This was coming at you.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah!
All right, back here for game 5. Hand looks good. I'll keep.
All right. Yeah, my side, we're a little heavy on mana in an opener like this, but I think it's still keepable. It's definitely okay, if not good. All right. Play this, reveal this, get an energy.
Yep. Ooh, just a nice little opportunity to run this homie out.
Oh, that's not good. All right. Play this, reveal this, and I'll play a heart.
Yep. Go.
All right. We'll try a Voltaic Brawler.
Results.
All right. So we'll go up to 3 energies. And we'll try to play Green Belt Rampager.
Yep.
Go to 1 energies.
Yep.
All right, 16. Your turn.
Harness lighting this, get an energy, trigger that.
Excuse me.
Oh, deck. Oh, deck.
Every
You're
time.
just so incredibly cruel. It's unbelievable. Go. Mono Temple of Dells. You stop Chandra.
No, not quite.
Okay.
It is still good.
Oh,
though.
it's still beating. All right.
All right, 9, yeah.
Yep. Met
7?
7.
All right, your turn.
Jeez.
Beep, beep.
Oh. Trigger.
Yep. Hope you hit a mountain and a shock.
Dude, I don't even know.
Hope I play an instant and you draw Island to spell.
Go.
Okay, well, we're not going to play something he can dispel, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't think there's any other 1-mana thing that we need to care about. Invasive surgery? I don't think you would have brought that one in against us.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're up to 3 energy. Play this. Go up to 5.
Yep.
Play this, go down to 3. Turn these on. Tick.
I die.
Yeah!
All right, back here for a conclusion of Jeskai Control versus Jund Energy Aggro, and man, I got beat. I got beat real bad.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of happens when you don't just naturally hit your land drops in the early turns. Like, whenever you have to tap out for an Anticipate or something on turn 3, it's just real demoralizing, you know? Like, your opponent's just going to slam something that costs 4, and you're going to get hit real hard by it, whether it's Chandra, Fleetwheel Cruiser, even, like, Mind Rack Demon out of the black-green decks, you know? It's just, that's a bad turn to tap out.
Yeah, so I think this match actually showcased a lot of the weaknesses of Jeskai all pretty nicely. As Todd just said, hitting your land drops off Anticipates is very weak in general, especially when the deck has so many tap lands in it that you're frequently going to be able to only hit a tap land. Saw that multiple times where I had like Negate in my hand, but I had to Anticipate into my 4th land drop, and if I just like
play tap.
and if it comes to play tapped, and if I just say go with 3 mana, then I just get hit for like 6, and Todd just passes the turn, and I'm stuck in the same spot.
Yeah.
So that's tough. Green Pelt Rampager is very good against this deck because it makes it so Radiant Flames and Dynavolt Tower are very bad post-board. So we saw it in game 4, I think, where I had Fumigate in my hand with 2 Thing in the Ices. The one Fumigate I left in my deck.
Yeah.
Which might still be wrong, granted, but that creates some of the tension in sideboarding there. That's tough. And also, my creature plan, which is pretty good against Gideon Ally Zendikar, is quite bad against Chandra, because it can just come down and kill Thing in the Ice.
Yeah, so that's the difference between like this deck and Mardu Vehicles, for example. What Michael's talking about, Gideon out of that deck is very tough for a control deck to beat once it's resolved, but that's why Thing in the Ice is your sideboard plan against decks like this. But Chandra being that 4-drop Planeswalker is pretty disastrous if it comes down at the right time. We saw in the one game where I had Nissa and Chandra active and I was able to tick down, get back Chandra to kill the Thing in the Ice while you were tapped out. That was just brutal.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah.
Well, or brutal, whoever you're rooting for.
Yeah. As far as the Jund Energy aggro deck is concerned, it felt like it was pretty good. I didn't think it was like remarkably better than another aggro deck for any real reason. All the cards are pretty powerful. You know, obviously the deck's just full of rares, right? Like Voltaic Brawler, Long Tusk Cub, Attune with Ether, rares.
Okay. I was like, those are uncommon stuff.
Yeah. But then, you know, like cards like Chandra, Nissa, those do a lot of work in the deck. And, yeah, maybe it's not that many rares. I just was getting Greenbelt Rampager on my brain. For some reason, that's a rare.
Yeah, I don't know. I do actually, like, I had never played this matchup at the PT. I played against Mardu Vehicles 5 times, I think. This matchup seems significantly worse. So maybe if you're, like, I could see a spot in the metagame where maybe Black-Green Delirium is starting to get more popular because of the presence of Mardu Vehicles. That's a pretty good matchup for Black-Green. And then Jeskai Control might be well-positioned against the wave of Black-Green. So maybe this would be a good deck to kind of level the metagame that way, because it seems significantly better in this matchup than other aggressive decks.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to be all for me and Michael today. Make sure to tune in the rest of the week. We're going to have all of the regular Versus cast back, bringing you guys one more standard video and then one Legacy and one Modern, all in preparation for the Star City Games Team Open this weekend, Standard, Legacy, and Modern. So if you can't join us for the event, make sure to tune in to, it's not SCG Live anymore, right? It's SCG Tour. Twitch.tv/SCG Tour to get all the action.
Yep. Rhino over Turf and Ton will be covering it this weekend. It's going to be a really fun tournament.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
I'm excited.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, for Michael Majors, I'm Todd Anderson. Thanks for watching the Verse Series on StarCityGames.com.